Hello, my name is James Lefevre, and I'm a peer assistant here at the CSE Career Center. Today, we're going to be talking about networking and how COVID-19 may change your approach to it. Networking is a continuous process, and you will gradually connect and maintain relationships with many professionals throughout your career. College is a great place to get started because most professionals enjoy meeting students, and building a network early can help you learn about internship and job opportunities. It's common for people to feel intimidated when they start networking, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. These are some of the common ideas around networking that'll help describe how to think about it. It's important to realize that networking is about building relationships for the betterment of both parties, because networking is a give and take relationship. Keep in mind that people you network with may reach out to you for help based on your experience and expertise in the future, which can help build your career as well. If you maintain your relationships, you never know when you'll be able to help others now or in the future. Here are some of the common places in college that you can network. Some of these may not be an option for you right now, but being aware of the options available is important in order to properly utilize them. These are the platforms that are used to find the avenues for you to network. Career fairs, site visits, info sessions can be found on GoldPass/Handshake on the Events tab. The Maroon and Gold Network is a site specifically for reaching out to UMN alumni, which can then be used to set up informational interviews with them. LinkedIn is another great tool that you can use to find and network with not only alumni, but also with companies. So, when you get to a place where you're going to be networking, it's important to introduce yourself. Different types of introductions are applicable to different situations. At a career fair or formal event, you'll want to deliberately introduce yourself and probably give an elevator pitch. At a student group meeting or less formal setting, you might want to start up a conversation about talking about the event, then introduce yourself and just start having a conversation. You will not likely be giving an elevator pitch in this type of setting. When you're talking to somebody and giving your elevator pitch that provides your background information about who you are and what you studied, you're going to want to finish it by asking questions. It's important to remember that people like to talk about their work or the company that they're working at and the different events or news articles that might have come out about them. Be aware about the conversation length and know when to end a conversation. If it's super crowded and a lot of people are looking to have more conversations, you might look to keep it a bit shorter, about 3 to 5 minutes. If it's a smaller setting and the space allows for longer, in-depth conversations, then maybe looking 10 to 15 minutes. Watch for social cues from the person you're talking to see if they're wrapping up the conversation, if they're looking around the room or giving short responses, not asking additional questions. It's important to keep conversations to a certain duration because you want to allow people to network with others as well. It's polite, and it's also a great strategy to introduce that person to somebody else you know. And then always follow up with a thank you email if you can get their contact information as well while you're talking. So, LinkedIn is a great website for you to utilize some of these networking strategies that we've been going over. It's the world's largest professional network. 87% of employers use LinkedIn, so you know that a lot of the employers are going to at least check your profile if you're turning in a resume and they're interested. It's also sort of like a social media platform where you can exchange knowledge, ideas, and different opportunities on sort of a timeline that you might have. And in the setting that we have right now, it's probably the most valuable that it's ever been. So one of the helpful things about LinkedIn is the connection feature, where you can connect with others and send them a message trying to develop a more professional relationship. When you're doing that, you always want to include a message of who you are, why you're connecting, and what you're looking for. Whether that's an informational interview to get extra information about the company that you're looking to apply to, or just general interviewing tips or what the life is like at that company. And these people that you're looking to connect with are people that you already know in person, whether that's classmates or people in the same student group as you, or people that you may know outside of school as well. People you just meet at networking events if you're talking to different recruiters there, or people that you're interested in talking to, like alumni that are working at the company that you are interested in applying for. This is an example LinkedIn message that you can send to a person that you're looking to connect with. You could see Amanda sends a very short and direct message. I'm sorry, Emma sends a very short and direct message that's open for the other person to respond to without being rude or asking for too much. So not only can you connect with different people on LinkedIn, but you can also connect with companies. That can be done by connecting with employees within the company, finding something in common with them, such as they went to the UMN as well. They're in your field, major, or job function that you're interested in applying for. Or there's second degree connections, which means that you know somebody who knows them, although you might not know them personally. It's important to make these kind of connections before you need it, so that while you're actively applying for jobs and interviewing for them, you already have the connections made, so that you're not scrambling to find people that you might want to talk to at the last minute. You can follow companies to get updates with them specifically, which is good for getting news about some of the larger companies. But on the small to mid-sized companies, they might notice that you follow and try to look into you as a potential applicant. Use the About and Life sections in the company page to learn more about them. It'll give you certain statistics about the employers that work there and the people that they might be looking to hire. In the time that we're applying right now and that you will be applying for, there's going to be a lot of Zoom calls for interviews and just basic meeting stuff. So make sure that you introduce yourself, especially if you're connecting by phone where they won't be able to see you. Disable the notifications so there won't be any interruptions during your meeting. Speak clearly, but don't be shouting at them. Your microphone should be able to pick up if you are just talking at a normal volume. If you're just listening to them talking, stay muted so that any background noise won't be heard on their end and be distracting. Double check that when you start talking again that you are unmuted, and try to be generous about, not stepping on their toes, especially on a virtual setting. It can be very disorientating and super distracting. Keep your body movements minimal when on camera and dress appropriately, even though you won't be seen in person. Avoid any side conversations. Make sure the space that you are in is a professional setting and that people won't be coming in to distract you while you're doing your informational interview or just a general interview. Have a professional or semi-professional background. Try to find a room that will be less distracting, or use a virtual background if you're working on Zoom. Here are some of the different Career Center services and events that might help you out in this process. We have career fairs during the fall and spring, different workshops running around those career fairs as well. That includes the resume marathon and practice interview days after. We always have career counseling appointments for 30 minutes on Zoom, and drop-in career counseling for 10-minute kind of appointments every Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. You can always send us an email if you have any questions, especially about this presentation. We'll be more than happy to respond immediately. And then always look for Gold Pass to apply to these jobs and internships. And we have career guides available on our website at cse.umn.edu/career. All right. Again, if you have any questions, you can always send us an email here at csecareer@umn.edu. Thank you guys for watching.